So let's go back in time a little bit. It's 1982. I'm a 17, 18-year-old person at the time, and I had a really really nice group of high school students I would go to school with. Majority of them female, and blondes, brunettes, and stuff like that. When this song used to come on the radio, when you got crushes at that age, I said to myself, ever fall in love with somebody, this would be my theme song. And it was in an unfortunate manner because I found out the song wasn't really positive. It was basically, obsessive. But my God, when Strange Advance came out with "She Controls Me," what an outstanding band! Probably a top 20 Canadian band of all time in my estimation. Never played live until '85, and to rise up to be one of the greatest new wave bands of all time, in my personal opinion, in a natural way, is a Canadian, pop and rock story that has to be told tonight. Now, they were formed in '82 in Vancouver. They were nominated for an 83 Juno as Most Promising Group of the Year, and again in '85 as Group of the Year. Their first two albums, of Worlds Away and 2WO, were Canadian gold-selling records. Of course, the luminous song "We Run" that sounded like something off the Degrassi soundtrack before Degrassi High came out. Now, Strange Advance was initially made up of Drew Arnott, Daryl Crom, and Paul Iverson. Iverson on bass, Crom lead vocals, guitar, and Drew Arnott keyboards, percussion, and vocals. This was before Aha, by the way. The trio met in Vancouver and founded the group in 1980. Initially called Metropolis because of the European influence on the band, they changed their name after discovering a band and then Germany used Metropolis. Now, the group's first album, Worlds Away, featured the title track, which saw modest airplay in North American markets in '83. The album was produced by Bruce Fairbairn, and of course, from the same album, that's where "She Controls Me" came out. Fairbairn was known for his work on Loverboy and Prism, but they featured a very different sound from those groups. Rather than commercial hard rock, their music was a fusion of prog rock and new wave, with heavy reliance on synthesizers and keyboards. Now, Iverson left the group after the first album and was not replaced. The group's '85 album 2WO also went gold in Canada and was produced by Arnott, using an extensive array of session players, and brought their band their biggest hit of all time, "We Run." They never played a live gig prior to '85, so Arnott and Crime added the session musicians to support the first two albums in their tour of Eastern Canada. Now, their third album, '88's The Distance Between, also used well-known session players, including Randy Bachman and Holdsworth, and produced the top 20 single, Love Becomes Electric. Now, following this album's release, the group became essentially inactive. Arnott stated in 2021 that other music genres, such as grunge, were gaining popularity, and he wasn't interested in changing the group's sound. In '95, Strange Advance compilation of Worlds Away and Back came out, featuring a mix of previously released material, including 3 newly recorded tracks from '91 and '95. Now, 2016, A Distance Between was remastered and re-released. Worlds Away was remastered and re-released on CD in 2018. Now, a crowdfunding campaign brought them back in 2018 with a series of events and tours that pretty well started between 2019 and 2021. So the studio albums, Worlds Away, 2WO, The Distance Between, of course, 4, very underrated album. Compilation albums, over 60 minutes with Strange Advance, '87. Worlds Away and Back in '95. Music video compilations, you got to pick this up if you can find it. Probably on a VHS, Strange Advance. The songs, ladies and gentlemen, are CanCom history. She Controls Me, Kiss in the Dark, Love Games, Worlds Away, We Run, Running Away, The Second That I Saw You, Love Becomes Electric, Till the Stars Fall, and Hold You. And again, the majority of these songs came out before Aha and the explosion of kind of European synthesizer bands. They were so popular, I think, ladies and gentlemen, everybody was racking their mind how come there wasn't any product. Now, this was the first video era, of course, much music, different places would play them. But if you were in 1982 and you wanted a love song, and you had a little stone going on, either drink or drugs, you put on She Controls Me, and it appealed to any situation, gay, straight, or whatever. Again, one of the most underrated Canadian bands of all time. In my personal opinion, if you're doing a list of the top 25 Canadian bands of all time, they're definitely top 25. And you could have been top 10, but things happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. She controls me. Bye.